dry. It's raining. It's starting.
It clearly is.
Right on the back end.
All right, Coach, obviously there's a storm.
We got a small number here. Everybody's sick today or
all
what?
The television news, they get on news duty, so they're not out here.
I guess.
So what do you know about this hurricane, and is it impacting your preparation for FAU?
I mean, obviously, everybody's paying attention to it along the entire East Coast, right? First and foremost is always going to be safety for your players, your families, everybody that surrounds the program. So we are keeping an eye on it. At the same time, we're approaching it as though we're going to play the game.
Did you start anything earlier with the Thursday game that allowed you to get ahead of things?
We did. We actually practiced today, just anticipating some bad weather later in the week.
When you look back at the film on your quarterbacks, did you see anything that jumped out at you?
I thought there were a bunch of positives. You know, I thought their decision making was really pretty sound for most of the night. A couple of throws that we threw into heavy traffic that you'd like to have back. You know, a couple things accuracy-wise that we want to be better at, but overall for a first night out, a lot of positives.
When you look at Brandon missing those deep throws, is that just a timing issue?
To be honest, I really want him to throw them kind of the way he did, throw them aggressive, and when they hit their touchdowns and not just long gains, you know, we're a step off on both of those, so some positives in that, even though they were both incompletions.
Do you expect that rotation to continue between Brandon and Dylan?
I think you know, both of them earn the opportunity to continue to play football for us, and a lot of similarities, some unique differences too. But you know, as we continue to move forward, both see all those guys playing.
How much does it help you guys to be able to see FAU take on Ohio State on Saturday night? You know, kind of maybe get an early look at what they.
Just early in the season. The more tape you get, the better understanding you have of who they are. You know, personnel, where they're going to put their personnel, what they're trying to do, and so I think all in the season as you go, all that early tape starts adding up and giving you a more complete picture.
What do you think more about Dylan, his performance, looking at the tape, his reads?
Really sound decision making. Was in the right spot with the football all night long. Was on time. Missed a couple throws, but I thought he had great command, great presence. You know, pushed our tempo, handled it really well, communicated really clearly.
What kind of push do you think that O-line got, especially, you know, starting a new guy out there or playing a new guy, Tony Gray, out on the left side?
I thought Tony played really well throughout the night. You know, played really well fundamentally. I thought he did a good job seeing the pictures of what was going on, communicating with the center and the left guard, make sure we were on the same page on the front side of plays and on the back side. And you know, I thought all in all, night one for him being out there, a lot of really good things.
What do you think about Sam Jackson? He lined up 3 different spots.
I thought he's got the ability to do just that and play all of them really well. I thought he played well at tackle, played at the guards really well. He's smart, he understands it, plays with great technique. He's purposeful in the way he works. That is why he has the ability to play multiple positions and play them at a high level.
What was your impression of the defense? Obviously, you guys had
Yeah, I thought tight coverage all night long. And I thought our front seven, you know, changed the way the game was played. Playing on the other side of the line of scrimmage, creating disruptive plays. You know, putting a ton of pressure on the quarterback, hitting him as he's throwing the football. All those things add up to that guy not being real comfortable playing in third and long situations, which tilts the favor and advantage of the defense.
Any updates on Bam?
Not that I'm going to put out right now. We will hear soon.
Because you were able to play so many guys, in those third and fourth quarters, was anybody among those second and third strings that really stood out to you? Any players?
I think on our front seven, you know, I mean, you look at the twos and guys that are listed as, you know, even threes on the depth chart. I thought those guys played really well throughout the night. You know, the young linebackers I thought played really well. Were assignment, gap sound, communicated really well out there. You know, I thought, you know, Montalvo, defensive tackle, was disruptive, relentless, did a really nice job.
Is Brett Bell kind of like your hybrid tight end / tackle? I noticed he switched jerseys and played both positions.
You did notice that, huh? He's got the ability. You know, he's played tight end in the past. He's comfortable there. You know, his added weight, so you know he's developing as a tackle too. But did a really nice job there in our 12 personnel package.
As far as things you want to improve, what are things that weren't perfect that you're?
A bunch of things, right? There's so many little things that, you know, as you continue to go through the season that are going to matter. Yeah, they become more important, I guess, you know, some of those minor things as you continue to play better talent. And, you know, for us, it's, you know, hands, assignment sound, taking the right 6-inch steps, playing with better technique, all of those things. So, you know, it's just week one, a million things we got to improve on.
How much confidence is there in Tate Gowan and Zamari Maxwell, knowing that they're going to get more playing time?
Yeah, I think our defensive players, by our entire football team, they've seen them, you know, all spring ball, all training camp. Really confident in those guys, who they are as players, their consistency, the way they've played, made competitive plays. I think everybody's really confident in those guys.
Josh, you guys have had weather adversity before, obviously. So a situation like this week, when you may have to change things up, how was that helping? Have maybe
well, you push up your preparation a little bit, stay consistent in the things that you're doing up until the time that you can't. And so outside factors, outside noise, you know, those are all things that we don't control. Control what we can control. So approach it like we're going to be playing, get ourselves ready to play, and whatever happens later in the week will unfold, and we'll handle it when it happens.
What do you expect to see from FAU?
They're athletic. You know, I thought, you know, defensively, gave up some points early in the first 13 plays. After that, they played extremely physical, settled into their game plan. I thought they handled the run game from Ohio State, you know, the second quarter on really well. Didn't give up big plays in the pass game. You know, they're an experienced group on the back end. You know, a lot of guys, same guys we played from a year ago. You know, offensively, I thought the quarterback played really well. Second half of that ball game, got into a rhythm. Their offensive lines improved. They got the ability to run the football too and have balance. So, you know, we got to handle that, and the special teams got to continue to improve and develop for us.
Last season, obviously, you got affected by a hurricane, but didn't really come to Orlando. Have you personally felt or dealt with a hurricane in the past before?
I have not had one come through while I've been living there. No.
On your special teams, a lot of nerves early for them. You think they settled down after?
I thought our specialists, first action, first kickoff, first punt, yes. I was really proud of the way they settled back in, though, and played pretty well the rest of the night. You know, Barsky hit a couple out the back of the end zone, which is good to see. Osteen, I thought, was consistent the rest of the night. You know, Alex was really good at snapping, and Dylan was really, really consistent all night. So I like a lot of what we saw. I want those guys to continue to improve, get more comfortable, confident. But then it's the other guys, too, that are on the cover units and return units continuing to improve.
What's the latest on Daryl Mack?
Continuing to get better, you know, starting to get out there and move around on the practice field right now.
For Dylan, obviously last week.
Not with the offense, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Just starting to move, jog, and do those types of things.
With Dylan last week, you put him in because you just kind of you had a set play or set drive.
Set drive number.
Yeah. This time around with that, are you going to do the same sort of situation, or are you going to let the
we haven't finalized. We kind of finalized that late in the week last week as well. We'll do that again this week. Okay. Appreciate it, guys.
Yeah.
Enjoy the day. Stay dry.
Yeah, feel free to grab